Hallo zusammen and welcome back to Tiny Glade. And this is quite a different video. Usually I do this time lapses of these huge glades, but honestly, currently I'm kind of feeling burned out with the huge builds. So I decided to do a few little small projects in between, but since they would be very short as time lapse, I'm just doing the complete recording of them and then doing these speed builds here. Sorry if I mute myself in between. I'm recording the audio after the fact and I'm trying to do it in a single sitting. But I'm having a bad cough, so I need to drink some water in between. This is a little small build I decided to do first. I wanted to expand my palette a bit and build something quite different to my usual style. So I went for this little neat Japanese farmhouse vibe. And this idea came from one of the builds I've seen in the Tiny Glade Discord. From the house itself, from a house that looks close to the same-ish, like the style of it. So I wanted to do it just like that, in the same style, and yeah, wanted to build these little rice fields you see on the mountains everywhere. And I think it turns out quite good. I wasn't really sure how to make them or how they would look. I think they would probably look better if we would have water we could place on the hills, but that doesn't work. Here I'm trying with the flowers, and then I'm trying with the flowers everywhere because I think you have to have the rice somewhere. And my idea was at first to just remove the flowers that are close to the mountains, to the hard rock edges, but the brush doesn't go this skinny, so I couldn't do it. And then now I'm trying to just do it every second layer, and I think it turns out quite well. I don't know if it looks like a rice field or like any of those fields at all. I don't think so really, but it gives some difference between layers, it gives some nice coloring, and it's just visually, I think, more pleasing than having it just bare bones and doing no flowers at all. So in my beginning of the glade, when I started, I moved a few trees in this corner here from the original trees that spawn, because if you don't know, the trees that spawn at the beginning of a glade and the trees you can spawn yourself are two different systems, or were two different systems. Usually the trees that spawn at the beginning of a glade look different and you can't place those, because they were supposed to be not movable, not deletable. They would auto-delete when you place something over and then regrow. But I was annoyed with that during playtest, and I begged Anna to let us delete those trees. So she kinda rewrote parts of the code so they can be movable and deletable, but there are still two different systems, and that's why the place system does not have the trees from the spawn system of a new glade. I hope in the future they will manage to bring all the trees together, but that will definitely need some rewriting of the tree code itself, and they're currently on a break. They deserve a break. They did so much patching every second day. It's honestly incredible how they kept up with it. And even now that they're on a break, they're still being active on the Discord, being active in the Steam throws, at least Tom, for bug fixes and crashes. And I don't know how they manage. I am so happy that this game is such a banger and hit, and they made a ton of money with it, and they can keep on improving the game and giving us new content and new stuff. Yeah, I just love it. So yeah, that's why the trees are how they are, and they might change in the future. So now I'm starting with a well, I'm starting, I've already halfway through the first little Japanese farmhouse, and I'm trying to get a little, oh oops, I forgot to cut that out. I just looked something up, and if I tap out of the game it goes black for a while in OBS. I'm sorry. It's my third time I'm re-recording this because I forgot to remove a few of those, and they're still in here. Bear with me. I can't be bothered again to record the audio over again. No, please. So yeah, I'm just making this little fun porch here, this overhang porch. I think it's quite cute. Not really sure yet because it's the first time I'm doing it like this, but I love it. It kind of fits the vibe as well with the little roof, especially with the roof shape. It's incredible how well, even though it's a medieval building style simulator, whatever, it kind of fits very well for like Ottoman buildings and these Japanese buildings, even though we kind of need the whole building to go flatter, so we don't have as much building left when we lower a roof completely. But yeah, it still works out. You can manage, you can make it look a certain way, and that's quite incredible. Yeah, I'm just adding these little porches here, and I've looking at references all the time, how roofs are shaped, how different buildings are cut together, also with wooden frames around houses and how they look. And I've never done it, but I think I managed pretty well. I love how it ended up being. I think the half timbering, when it not generates those diagonals, is looking actually really good for this kind of style. So I'm quite happy with it. And yeah, I'm thinking about using more of the trees, but then I just don't really know, so I just delete them. And yeah, it's quite a different thing for me to building this. This is usually not my style, and I wanted to build something completely different. Also, my next build I want to do of these little in-between builds to, yeah, fight my burnout of the game. Will be quite different. Not a different style, but a different building. Also just one simple building, and trying to go more for landscape this next time and see how that turns out. You're gonna see it, don't worry. And yeah, I love it. But don't worry, I will keep on doing big builds in the future. I already say that? I don't know. I have a plan for the future, for another big glade I want to do. Actually 2 big glades, maybe 3. Actually, I have 2 big glades I really want to do, and the 3rd big glade would be Windhelm again. Again, I said because I already started Windhelm. Some of you might know because I've said this at some point earlier in the community post, I think. Yeah, when the game released, I had Windhelm done to like 60% or something. It was actually kind of incredible. I hate that it's not done. And when the game released, Steam decided to overwrite all my saves with the old version that was 2 months older. So I lost everything. Would I have not had these saves already uploaded for YouTube on my Google Drive, I would not have them at all. So, oh, I'm looking up ideas. Okay. I would not have them at all. And this is really frustrating. If you lose a build you've built for like 20 hours and it's 60% done and it's gone. I couldn't. So don't really know if I want to build Windhelm again, like at all. I kind of want, because it looked absolutely sick, and I hate sorry, and yeah, I absolutely hate it that it's gone. I want it so much back. But yeah, it's at least 2 builds and maybe Windhelm if I decide to do it again, but it's just frustrating. And now, as I said, after 280 hours in the game with the playtest and the demo and the final game, I'm burned out of those big builds because I feel like I can only do big builds, so that's why these small builds are coming up right now. Maybe I'm doing 1 more, maybe I'm doing 2 more. One definitely, maybe 2. I will see once I have enough power again to tackle another bigums. So yeah, I'm on my second little farmhouse here. I've saw a few Japanese farmhouses that have complete wooden walls up nearly to the top, so I wanted to do a same kind of vibe with that one. Just cutting up the fence here does actually the trick, and I like that it's not a full timber wall, that you have slightly gaps on the side. It kind of looks more wooden framed. I love it. It's a nice little style. And now I'm doing the same, of course, for the second building over here. Sorry, my cough is killing me again. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I want to do this building. It's basically doing the same as the first building again, just with timber walls. It's kind of tough getting in there and making all the corners actually corners, but it works out. You need patience for that. And I need to do it a second time because I'm butchering the height, so I redo it, and I couldn't grab that one pole, so I just kept it down. But like, I'm just figuring out, I need a door there. Well, but the door sadly doesn't fit. And at first I couldn't delete those. This is sometimes so frustrating, like, how can you not? And I just decide to remove everything and just But hey, that's the game. That's just trial and error. And I fit the door finally, but now I have to raise all the little wooden pieces again. It's just trial and error mostly. As I said, I don't really plan out my builds. I basically just throw together and hope it turns out good. and usually it does. So yeah, that's that. Oh, really awesome. I like the style. I really like the style. I'm so excited for my Japan trip next year. Gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, that's also why I wanted to have these Japan build, because for the vacation I'm doing there. Just getting myself in the mood. Yeah, actually the build is nearly done, I would say. Did I say how long it took? No. The build itself took about 1 hour and 24 minutes. And I've just cut it down. Not cut it down, I sped it up by 5 times to get to these 15-minute speed build video. And yeah, that's nearly it. I'm gonna just do some landscaping left, get some trees, and then that it be for this video. Oh no, I'm doing a third building on the mountain, a small one, this little shed one. Yeah, I forgot. I nearly forgot. Yeah, up here. Yeah, get up there. Not sure. I'm not sure. Just build trees. Oh man. I really didn't really know how to detail everything like that. Just throwing some lanterns somewhere and they could fit. But I think it's good. You don't need to do it perfectly, it's still good. Yeah, time to get the path up here, throw in the little shed, and then we're pretty much golden. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Keep a lookout for the next speed build, small build I'm gonna do, and then we'll see us next time. Macht's gut!